Bryson Daily. Coach, will start with a quick statement and then we'll open it up to media.
First of all, thanks for being here, everybody. Late night after a ball game. Really proud of our team. Our guys responded after a very emotional and difficult loss 2 weeks ago with just a great effort tonight. I thought our guys were ready to play. They took the field. They were excited and prepared and really played a hard football game. I'm proud of the accomplishments of our senior class, just how they led this football team to a 12th victory, and being able to play in a bowl game and win the bowl game. It was just a great experience for our guys. We're appreciative of the city of Shreveport and the Independence Bowl and just the hospitality that we've enjoyed here. They were so welcoming to our team and just, always just thanking us for being here and always, greeting our players and just made our guys feel really good about being here. And then to play this game. And this is a historic football game or a historic bowl game. It's been around for a long time. And as the bowl season and the bowl games have grown, this continues to be one of the oldest and most historic bowl games. So to be able to play here tonight, play in this stadium, and get a victory was, it finished the season off on a positive note for us. Obviously, a big goal of ours is to win the Commander-in-Chief's Trophy. We weren't able to do that 2 weeks ago, but we were able to win the conference championship in our first year in the league. We're really proud of that. I'm proud of our seniors for leading us to that and then responding tonight with a 12th victory. So there's not many teams in college football that have accomplished that, and not many this year either. So being one of those certainly makes us proud. I'm proud of all these three guys up here. These are three really good football players. They all played a great game tonight, and they had a terrific supporting cast. Our football team really played well and played hard tonight.
We'll open it up to questions. Ken Crater.
Ken Kreitzer, Camp Vets Media. Bryson, congratulations. 3 touchdowns today. You set the record for, as a quarterback, most touchdowns in the NCAA, beating Keenan Reynolds' record. But the thing that impressed me today was 4 out of 5 fourth down conversions that you accomplished. What did it take to do that?
Yeah, that's just toughness by this team. We've done it all year. We're very aggressive on fourth down, but that's just mental toughness. Guys, if we get it close on fourth down, we're going to go for it. And I wish we would have had the other one too. It was there, got to make a play. But really proud of the guys and how they don't flinch when those big moments come on fourth down. So really proud of the team.
Right there.
This is to the players and to Coach Monken. So with a win today, you guys completed the first 12-win season in Army program history. What does that kind of mean for you guys to leave the season knowing that you could accomplish some history here today?
Who's that question for?
Everybody.
Go ahead, guys, take it away.
It really means a lot. The senior class, led this team very well. They set the bar high for us, and it's really awesome to accomplish that historic season. But Coach said it 2 weeks ago. We lost them, that's ours. So that's really what we're coming for. That's what we're getting ready for this offseason.
Coach, there's been a lot of talk about, Louisiana Tech basically accepting the invitation for the game 2 weeks ago, and a quick turnaround they had to prepare for the offense. What kind of a challenge was it for you and for Coach Williams to prepare for Louisiana Tech's offense, considering that Tony Franklin was just hired and having to go back and look at film of what he has done with his team?
Well, we hadn't started to prepare for any opponent when we found out that Louisiana Tech was going to play in the game. We for 1 week, we thought it was going to be Marshall, but we didn't look at any Marshall film. We were getting ready for the Army-Navy game, and it wasn't until the day of the Army-Navy game that the opponent changed. So it didn't change our preparation. We had just a couple of days to kind of put together a game plan and practice with our guys. We played a game on a Saturday. We practiced on Tuesday and had a walkthrough on Wednesday, and another practice on Thursday. And we really started to develop the game plan as we went through that week. And then we found out that they hired Coach Franklin. So then we kind of had to spin our wheels again and look at some of Coach Franklin's stuff and So we went back to some archives. We had played against him when he was the offensive coordinator at Middle Tennessee State, and Coach Woody's first year with us in 2020. So we looked at some of that, looked at some of the other things that he had done. Frankly, looking at videos of the Tony Franklin system on the internet and trying to figure it all out. We didn't know what we would see tonight. We didn't know how much would be similar, how much would be different. But I'm really proud of our coaching staff. Coach Woody does such a terrific job and prepares our guys. But our players played really, really well, really hard tonight. We had a couple of plays we gave up, and they got in scoring position. We were able to hold them to 2 field goals and then get a goal line stand. I thought that was just a great job by the defense and really a limited number of practices. For this game, we had 4 practices and 2 walkthroughs. That's what we had in preparation. So to be able to perform like they did on defense, our guys to perform like they did, I think was it's a really good effort.
In the front row here.
Bryson Daly, what did it mean, most valuable player this year for the Independence Bowl?
Yeah, it's an incredible honor. I think it's like I said, like all the records and any of that stuff. It's really a unit award. I couldn't do it without those guys up front, those guys on the outside. Hayden taking a lot of load off of me today. He ran so well. But it's great for this offense, and really happy to be playing with the guys. I think.
What's your future?
I'll graduate in May as an infantry officer, and I'll start that career, and I'm very excited for it.
Behind the pole.
Hey, this is Christopher. We were talking the other day in practice. You weren't used as much at running back this year, used primarily in the H-back position, but to be, out of all running backs, to seem to be the leading rusher and scored a touchdown in the Independence Bowl. What did it mean to you to break out in this postseason bowl game?
Yeah, it was an awesome experience for sure. I'm just very glad to be a part of this brotherhood and set my seniors off with a win.
Over there. First for Bryson, real quick. Does the record, does it get a little sweeter considering who you erased from the record book and what school it was from?
He's a great player. I watched a lot of his highlights and stuff growing up. He's a really good player. So just being mentioned with great players like that in record books, it's extremely proud of this team, this unit, and what we did this year. But yeah, it was great to be in the record books for guys like that.
And then Bryson and Hayden, take us through the 21-play drive. How long did it feel like you guys were on the field? 21 plays was an eyeball record. 12 minutes was probably a record. I don't keep time records on that, but just take us through that drive and what it was like to be a part of it.
Yeah, it definitely feels like forever when you're out there. But, that's kind of what this culture is about. Putting your head down and being a tougher team and not getting tired, not flinching. So.
Both offensive guys talk about going against that Louisiana defense, which is obviously their chief asset, number 11 in the country, and being able to sustain those 3 drives in the first half and take control of the game.
Yes, sir. We knew coming in they had a very stout defense, kind of a unique scheme. They went away from it a little bit and kind of ran a different defense, but we knew they were good. They've been playing good all year. Kept themselves in games. And like 21 linebacker, he's a really good player. He was all over the place, but we knew they were going to be tough. But just really proud of the whole line. Can't say enough about them. The game the season they've had this year. So they did the job up front and allowed us to sustain those 3 drives.
Yeah, a lot of respect for that defense for sure. I mean, they were all over the place. They were one of the more athletic defenses we played all season, and just respect to them.
Right there.
Good evening, everyone. Omar Shamborha asked a football question for everyone. The 1996 team famously went down here to Shreveport, could not pull the victory. Was that an added, influence in this week's preparation? Does that make the victory sweeter to reach heights that that legendary team did not reach?
That question is for who you?
Oh, everyone, sir.
Oh, well, I'll say, first of all, I'm glad to get a win in Louisiana. This is our 5th trip since I've been the coach at West Point. It's the first time we won in the state of Louisiana. So I'm glad to get that monkey off my back. that '96 team was a really good football team, and that one went down to the wire against a great Auburn team, and two legendary coaches, Coach Sutton and Coach Dye. That doesn't affect our team. This team wanted to win for this team, and they want to win for each other. They love each other. Brotherhood gets thrown around and used a lot, but the shared experiences that our players have together are really unique. From the moment they show up on campus, the freshman class reports to the cadet in the red sash, and for about a month they get worked over. And it's not easy, and every one of our guys has endured that and gone through the experience and are stronger and better because of it. But they grow together, and there's a bond that is forged through that shared experience. And they continue to do that throughout their career at West Point. And so these seniors, for Bryson and his class, and these guys have been doing it, some of them for 5 years, prep school, and through Beast Barracks, which is our cadet basic training, through summer training, sleeping out at Camp Buckner when it's 41 degrees and it's raining on you and there's no tent. You just, rain's peppering you in the face and your sleeping bag is soaking wet. And the next day you're up with a 100-pound rucksack on your back and it's 90. And, these guys do that. And it's not fake, it's not manufactured. We don't bring people in to do it. That's what they do. So they can train and go be an infantry officer. And that's the thing about West Point, and what it does to create leaders of character and tough, hard-minded people that are going to lead our Army and defend our nation and give us an opportunity to enjoy the freedoms that we have to sit right here today. It's because of the commitment that these guys and their classmates and all of our men and women that serve do. And so the brotherhood that's created and the bond that's built, it's about this team. And not that we don't honor the past and honor our graduates and honor the Army Football Brotherhood from the past. We do. But it's about this team. And so these guys were fighting as hard as they could for each other tonight to be able to get this 12th victory. And it's great to win it here. Like I said, it's a great bowl game. The hospitality and the warmth of the people here. There's not nicer people around. With Claire and Missy and Tony and the whole staff, the way they treated us, and the people of Shreveport we've had an escort all week. Everywhere we went, we've had 40 police cars and guys on motorcycles, and they're like our guys. They're proud to serve. They're proud of this city and proud to provide a first-class experience for our guys. And so I'm glad we're able to come down here to Louisiana and get a win, and I hope I'll have another chance to come down here again and get another one.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
A couple more. TV in the back.
Daniel Brown, KTBS, out of Shreveport. This one for Caleb. The defense, goal line stand, keeping them out of the end zone. How determined was the unit to get that done, and how proud were you guys to keep them out of the paint area?
Absolutely, sir. We pride ourselves on our red zone defense. Coach Woody's done a great job all year long. Make sure we're in the right position, the right call. And Coach Monken already said we didn't know what we were going to see today by their offense, but we take pride in that. And down the goal line, you're not going to score on us. And we did a great job to keep them out of the end zone. Everybody did their part. Everybody was in the right position, and we made it happen.
Anyone else? Ken, go ahead.
Ken Kreitzer, Cam Vets Media. Coach Monken, just congratulations. We talked about this after the American Conference Championship, about how this team gelled. You said last year winning the last 4 games was so important, winning the Navy game. And then this year, the win down at Florida Atlantic seemed to stand out, playing in the heat, and then having the streak of wins. What made this team gel in your mind?
I think it was this senior class and the leadership of our team, our 4 captains. We have 4 great captains. I thought our team was well led last year. I thought we had really strong captains last year. Unfortunately, we didn't play up to our standard every week, and we had very high expectations as we did this year. But there was a determination in this group, and I think probably in the middle of the summer, Coach Saturnio, who's our special teams coordinator, he has a great pulse on our team. He's very admired by our players and our staff. Our players love him. He's their favorite coach, and he's my favorite coach. And he and I are really close, and we just talk a lot about our team and about our program and our culture, and I lean on him a lot. But he said about in the middle of summer, he goes, "I think this could be a special team." And it was just an attitude and spirit about the guys on the team, and how they were being led by our senior class and by our captains. There was a professionalism, but there was high demand. They were enjoying working and training and preparing. They were enjoying it, but there was high demand. There was not any appetite for anybody that would give any less than their very best effort. I think there was just a determination that we could be better than we had been, and we fell short of what we could have been for a couple of years. Certainly last year, as these guys went through their junior year, and so I think we just felt like there was something about this team, and a coach can't create that. I can try, and I can try to hold the standard, but if the soldiers don't hold the standard for each other, then there's not going to be a standard, and these guys did. And I never felt like I had to be the one to push and press. These guys were doing it, and that's what made the difference. Bryson, Max, Kyle Lewis, Cody Winokur, the job those guys did, I think that's what made this team gel.
Thanks, Coach.
Last one.
What's going to be your takeaway whenever you go back to West Point from Shreveport, Louisiana, and the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl?
Our takeaway from this, playing in a college football bowl game is a reward in itself. I grew up a coach's kid. I'm a football junkie. I watched every football game I could possibly watch, to the chagrin of my family. I mean, after games on Saturday afternoons at West Point, I watched football till 2 a.m., till all those games on the West Coast. I watched football. I've watched it my whole life. And being in a bowl game is a big deal. And so certainly to be able to come here and play in this bowl game that's been around almost as long as bowl games have been around. This is I think that somebody said this is the 10th or 11th longest running bowl game. It's just awesome to be a part of it. But as I said, just the people here and the welcome that we received and the warmth that they've shown us here, just great people. And I think we'll all remember that about our experience here. But more than anything, winning the game. I can tell you for sure, had we not won the game tonight, we wouldn't have very fond memories. But when you go to a bowl game and you win, all the memories become fond.
God bless you.
Thanks a lot. God bless America. God bless these guys right here, the Beat Navy.
Thanks, guys.